I told y'all. I told y'all we were better than Oklahoma. I told y'all we're going to beat Oklahoma, and this is what happened. I wasn't expecting this game to be, let's just say, so ugly in a way. I guess that's the best way I can say this was a very ugly game. If you don't like football, you probably wouldn't have liked this game. But I wear orange and white, so I love this game. This game was beautiful. The real UT showed out. First time since 2006. I wasn't even born in 2006, since the last time we had a road top 15 victory. We break the streak tonight, and we did it for Heupel. But anyone ask, our offense, Heupel clearly stated that we took a very relaxed role in the second half. We could have done a lot more. We saw the deep shot to Brew McCoy. We had some pass plays, but we were really, really conservative in the second half because our offensive line is sometimes, especially the left side, let up wide open gaps for a strip sack, which we'll get to later on. And then the other one, I kind of blame Nico for fumbling because he'd have two hands on the ball, but granted, he's not able to look on that side. He was looking downfield. O-line. Again, this is a tough defense to play against, too. And I bet he just was not trying to have a big turnover play that can switch the momentum of the game. That's my opinion of it. I think that was perfectly fine. My mom was not happy about it. I was perfectly fine because this defense is top five. Top five defense right here. The guy that came in for him, I forgot his last name, but the best decision Oklahoma made all night was not a play call. It was putting their backup quarterback in, number 9, for Jackson Arnold. Because Jackson Arnold, before the game started, we were talking about, he has to have a big play. He has to have big play potential. But I did tell y'all before the game started, I told you on my short and I told you on my video, Jackson Arnold will throw the ball right to your defense. It's just your job to make a play. And what happened the second drive of the game? He threw the ball right to our defense, which was great. And it was a sign for things to come. And it was beautiful because then we had the punt, then we got the ball back, we went down and scored, got a field goal. They have a drive, they get a field goal. Then we have the Dante Thornton, bam, touchdown. Shout out to Nico for that the best pass of the night, in my opinion, by anyone, was that pass to him. Also, of the Colorado game going on right now, I haven't watched any of the game pretty much this entire afternoon. Since 7:30 on, but Tennessee and Oklahoma. So, excuse me for trying to catch up on some stuff. But that was a great play to Dante Thornton. Then we had, because Lance Hurtle's out, the left side of a guy that played right tackle is now playing left tackle, and he let up a sack, strip sack, 6-yard line. We're like, oh, this is not good. Let's hold him to a field goal. Big bodies in the middle. I think Amari Thompson would have made the play. He really got the tackle, and someone stripped the ball out. And Knight and Joseph ends up with the ball, and we get the ball back. On the first play, Arnold fumbled on the first play. Let's go. Wonderful stuff right there. He was not down. He clearly fell on his own tight end, and clearly it was a fumble. And I was not mad that we had the punt. I was not mad at all. We got 30 yards, and we punted. Why was I not mad? Because I trust my defense enough to go out and make plays. And guess what happened? We went out and got a safety. Went out and got a safety. I called that too. Y'all weren't there, but I called it. Just trust me on that. Another day, another time that we're on the road, and we really get no penalties in our favor. I think we have one face mask call, or two, that went in our favor. And then we had that false start, so it's 3, and then we had like 9 penalties. We're a bad penalty team. Let's stop that. That's a big problem. But it's on the road. It's usually they're on the road. Run game for us. Iffy. Very iffy right now against Oklahoma. Again, this is one of the best defenses you will play, though. At their place, they are very much going after your run game, making you have to throw, and then they realize, oh, Nico can throw. Let's dial it back a little bit, but Nico had a mistake. And when he fumbled the ball, I thought he was rattled. I really believed he was rattled off of that fumble. It was 12-3. They got the ball inside the 35-yard line for Oklahoma. You get a field goal at least, 12-6. Probably head into half, with that being the score. Who knows what happens after that. I believe Nico got rattled after that, right when that happened. And what happened the following play? Jackson Arnold threw a Kevin Dyson from Lorenzo O'Neal type of lateral that did not get to the wide receiver, but it was a straight line right down. You cannot write that any better. You could not throw a pass more in a straight line than that right there. It was beautiful. And it got knocked around. We pursued the ball, and we ended up coming with the ball at midfield. Past midfield. And guess what we did? We ran the ball 8 straight plays and got a touchdown. That's what happens whenever you put your defense on the field with every single play. Every other play, they had their defense on the field pretty much. For 6 straight possessions, they did not get a first down. For the entire second quarter, they had like negative 18 yards, 19 yards. Did they fumble or something? Oh, yeah, that Baylor guy fumbled. Wow, okay. Get back on topic. Anyway, they could not get anything going. Wonderful stuff. Went down. Bam. Touchdown. Good stuff. We had 3 successful deep shots. I like seeing that. Squirrel White, I think, dropped one that could have been something big. Shout out to our kicker, by the way. 3 for 3. Big stuff right there. And, yeah, wow. Okay, so Baylor lost. That sucks for them. Good job, Colorado. But great stuff, from my opinion, on the defensive side of the ball. Secondary, overall, did pretty good. Again, when a freshman quarterback is thrown in who's a backup, you really don't plan on that happening, especially when you're playing Oklahoma. Jackson Arnold played horrible. This guy probably had negative fantasy points heading after the night. This is a Bryce Young Carolina performance, but without the reasoning of him being on Carolina. You're Oklahoma, and you're at home. You're ranked 15th, and you got killed. This D-line for Tennessee is elite. James Pierce made some effort, made some plays, but Peely was phenomenal. There's a lot of good guys. Number 51 was great. I forgot his name, but my gosh, he was really, really good. Shout out to him. Number West 42, phenomenal. Norman Lott chasing down wide receivers on screens. Great stuff. That probably would have got a first down too, because we just over pursued it. Great job, Norman Lott. Shout out to him. Very fast for a guy who weighs like 300 pounds. Great job. And is less than my height. I'm 6'3". So, yeah. Anyways. Kicking was good. Punting, remember Ross, kicks with both feet and does it equally well on both sides. Shout out to him. Also, this field, very, slippery, even though I think it's a grass field. Squirrel White could not catch a ball without falling. At all. He had a bad night, in my opinion. Chris Brazzell, bad night. Dante Thornton, good job. Brew McCoy, very good job. I want Brew McCoy to get the ball even more and more. More. Nico was poised throughout the day. I don't think he made a lot of big-time mistakes. Again, the fumbles, not really hugely on him. Again, the O-line kind of just let that happen. So I can't really blame the guy for that. Nico, one thing for you to fix, out of all things, you cannot run the ball to the side and expect good things to happen. I think it was after the fumble. It was early on in the game. Nico, it was like 2nd and 6. He's rolling out. There's one guy here. There's one guy right there. And there's a tight end. So it's 1v1 with a tight end on the right side. He goes up. The tight end's kind of the cutting back up so he can kind of block for Nico. And Nico decides to just weave right. Why? Why, Nico? Just go straight. Open lane. Go straight. Happening, I think, something similar later on. He did not take the run. You should. Run the ball, Nico. It is okay. Take the yards that it's given you. Don't go side to side. There's no reason to go side to side against a defense like Oklahoma. They pursuit very well, and they're very fast. Go up the field and take the yards that you can get. That's what you got to do. And he kind of started doing that at one point. Not really. But I didn't really need him to in the second half. It's just the first half. I was like, can you please do this? Like, please, right now, please. And then it didn't happen, which is okay. That is okay. Because we won. 25-15. Winning fixed all problems. Shout out to Peely right there. I thought he was great. Great game from him. I thought he was best defensive player on the field. Pursue everybody. This D-line is great. If you didn't think this was serious of a D-line, think differently. This group is great. I know the O-line for Oklahoma was a problem. We get that. You think genuinely there's a lot of offensive lines in this country that can stop this D-line? Buddy, there's not a lot that can stop him. And we're going to see. was we play Bama and we play Georgia, and they're about to play each other next week. So we're about to see what their offensive lines really are all about. And I saw that offensive line for Georgia get pushed back by Kentucky. And I saw that USF defensive line, not manhandle, but definitely cause a lot of penalties and a lot of confusion on the offensive line of Alabama. I watched that happen with my own two eyes. Yeah, I watch games. So don't tell me that this can't happen. Every team we play has had this problem. And now we have a bye week and we're going to play at Arkansas. Arkansas, I said before the week started, I was telling everyone about this. I was willing to listen. Arkansas, I'm scared more on the offense than I was Oklahoma. And I still am. Taylon Green in that run game not run game really. His running ability is a problem. And we saw a bit with that. Number 9, the freshman guy, just ran around. I mean, my gosh, he sacrificed his body every single play. Shout out to him. He's definitely going to be the starter. No one likes Jackson Arnold in Oklahoma. Oregon fans are on Twitter praising and thanking the Lord that he decided to leave you. Imagine an ex of yours is like, oh my gosh, thank you that you're here now and not that guy. Like, damn, what did I do? Jackson Arnold is that guy that they're wishing, that they're like, thank you for letting me have this guy. And now you're just stuck with this dude. Because he stinks, he smells, and he's ugly. That's what Jackson Arnold is. And somehow he was ranked higher coming out of college than Nico Iamaleava. I don't know. Jackson Arnold is a bum. He will never be good. He will never progress. This guy from Dallas, Texas, the place where the Cowboys are from, outdid him by a mile. He showed more effort and love for the Oklahoma Sooners in 1/2 than Arnold has in 3.5 games. 3.5 games. And I saw him a 4.5 games because if he had Arizona, this guy wasn't causing 6 turnovers. Just saying. But this guy was way better, cares about the team more, and he's just way better quarterback. Team's fan base is really rally behind this guy. You got another Caleb Williams, Spencer Rattler situation going on. I'm not sure how good this guy is, but dang, if you can make those type of effort plays against us, you can do that against other teams. It sucks that the other teams you have to play is like Bama, Missouri, which they struggled a lot today, Texas, but you do pretty good against Texas randomly. So you might have a chance. You might be able to beat Texas because you're like 11-4 against them in the past 15. Who knows? But I know three things about this game after coming out today. 1, D-line. This defense for Tennessee is a top 5 defense in the country. 2, Jackson Arnold is a bona fide bum. He is, and let's give a good comparison. He is a playoff Ryan Tannehill in regular season form at Oklahoma. You know how bad that guy is. Playoff Tannehill, bottom 5 quarterback in the history of NFL. Number 1, Nathan Peterman. There we go. Third thing I've realized after today that I did not know before heading in, like without a doubt. I'm very much trusting Nico when it comes to big time plays. And whenever we need a play, give it to Brew. No one else touch the ball. If we have to swing the ball to the outside, let Brew do it. If we're going deep, let Brew go for it. Surprisingly, he is fast for a guy does not look the super strong. He has like a Mike Evans type of build. But Mike Evans didn't snap his ankle in half. Also, prayers up for that guy. Looks like he messed up his leg, the defensive lineman. His ankle looked like it was going the wrong way. Prayers for that guy for Oklahoma. A lot of guys got hurt today. Oklahoma's been dropping like flies. Hope you all recover very well. We like healthy players. I didn't want Nick Anderson to get hurt. I want to beat y'all at y'all's best, but it's football at the end of the day. Stuff like this happens. Sad to see. Prayers up for everyone that's got hurt. But Brew McCoy is the guy to go to. Brew McCoy is the number 1 guy. Jackson Arnold is a bona fide bum, and this defense is a top 5 defense in the country. That's what I've realized after the day. That's what I realized. Also, he looks like a pissed off Angry Bird. Yeah, that's what Jackson Arnold looks like. Anyways, put down the comments your own opinions about this. Hope you have a great day, y'all. Stay safe. And remember, go Vols, but remember more than anything else, God bless y'all.